Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple, stock is down 0.60%, and just like I said last night, there will be a market moving event today, and we got that. Also, we do have another market moving event tomorrow, guys, with earnings from Apple. So going into tomorrow's session right here on Apple, definitely Apple not holding above 170 and pretty much breaking under 20 SMA right here on this daily chart, this white line. So now, before earnings, nobody knows where Apple can go. Definitely can dump all the way down to 166, 163.79 to this lower Bollinger Band, and possibly down to 162. And this is where I'll be loading up my boat again. Even with bad earnings, I'll be buying right here at 162 if that happens tomorrow night. Now to the upside, Apple can break and hold 170, then watch out for a move just like today. Look at this. Negative sloping 50-day moving average. And just because of earnings, I'm not shorting Apple stock. Otherwise, this was a perfect short right here off of this 50-day moving average. Got up to almost 173, and this is it. Rejection came back and not even holding 170 now. Now above 170, watch out for 173. And Apple can clear 173, then you're going to see 175.42 up to even 177. Until then, wait for earnings tomorrow night. And here's some fantastic swing trade ideas I'm going to share with you guys right here. And if you look at my screen we took puts yesterday above 72, $70 puts. And what's happening today, guys? 68. We sold and took profit, keeping some runners, and this was a really nice trade. Now, triple Q, and that was from last week, shorted at 431, 420 puts. This one also paid this morning right after opening. Now, this was late in the day today. Amazon, we got a big pump from J. Powell, right? Before closing. And what happened here on Amazon? Big pump all the way up to 185 plus. I got in 170 puts, and those are also green on the day. So lots of swing trade ideas, daily trade ideas, and live trading. And if you want to support the channel, definitely that is the way. Go ahead and check out that Patreon link down below in the description, guys. On Microsoft, it's up 1.44%, so Microsoft was up all over the place. I mean, this thing actually dumped down to 390, went back up to almost 402. But look at the rejection from this negative sloping 5-day moving average right here at 400, came back and now trading at 395. So here on Microsoft, guys, for tomorrow, 390 will be your line in the sand. Below that, Microsoft can come down to right here, lower Bollinger Band, 387 to 388, and then 384. To the upside, Microsoft needs to hold right here 400. If we can go above 400 on Microsoft, then watch out for a move back up to 404, up to even 411, and then 413. Now until then, I mean, look at this candle yesterday and look at today. Massive rejection from pretty much same place right here. And now if this thing breaks under 390, you're going to see a lot more downside, and at some point you're going to see Microsoft coming down and closing this gap right here at 376. So watch out and be careful trading and buying them dips right here on Microsoft, because this thing can come down even more unless this thing breaks and holds at least 400 right here going into next few sessions. On Meta, it's up over 2%, so finally got that dead cat bounce all the way up to almost 450. And guess what, guys? I was not able to share my trade idea today on Meta. This was late in the day. Only was able to share Amazon. Did short Meta here, right here pretty much at the top. And that position is still green right now. Might be selling some and taking profit tomorrow and holding some for more downside, possibly down to 400 here. So just like I said last night, I'll be looking to short Meta here close to 452. This is exactly what I did today, and immediately there is a $10 drop on Meta and my position is green right here. So going into tomorrow's session, guys, look at this. 437 gives up 5-day moving average. Immediately you're going to see a dump off down to 423 and then 400. Above 437, watch out for a move back up to the upside up to 452, and only 452 can break and hold. Then you're going to see Meta going all the way up to 470. On Amazon stock, it's up 2.29%. So you guys saw that fantastic play on Amazon and still holding another swing right here, guys. And this thing got up to 185, and you can see huge rejection, came back down to 179. So immediately I caught a $6 move to the downside, and so far that position also in the green right now. So going into tomorrow's session, watch out. Now below 180, definitely there will be support right here at 178, and that is what Amazon holding right now into closing 50-day moving average. But if that gives up, you're going to see a drop down to 173 down here to close this gap, and that would be another strong support, and then 167. Now Amazon can break and hold right here 180. Then watch out for the resistance at 181, 20-day moving average, and above that 185. On Google stock, it's up 0.56%. So Google was going today, but unfortunately got really close to 170, 169-ish, and that was it. Came back and now trading at 165, barely just holding right here close to 5-day moving average right here. So that's going to be support to watch, 165, and below that 162, and then this gap right here at 158. Now Google can break and hold 170, then watch out for a move up to this gap 171.40 and possibly back up to even 176. On Tesla, stock is down 1.80%. So Tesla taking another dump off all the way down to rising 5-day moving average 179, and exactly at that level Tesla holding into closing. Now if that gives up tomorrow, guys, more downside on Tesla down to 175, 50-day moving average, and then this gap 172 down to even 165 to 166, rising 20-day moving average. Now as long as Tesla can hold right here 179, then watch out for a breakout over 183, and soon as that happens, Tesla can move back up to 193 and then 200. On AMD, it's down 8.91%, so massive dump off on AMD. But if you look at my screen, what I said last night, watch out for a bounce from 143 right here off of this lower Bollinger Band, and that actually happened immediately right at opening. This thing came back down to this support right here and immediately went back up to 148, almost 150, and then later this thing came back all the way down to 142, and now barely holding lower Bollinger Band right here as a support into closing just above 143. So 143 to 142 right here, lower Bollinger Band, that would be a support to watch for tomorrow's session, and below that 138 to the upside. Again, look at this, guys, 148, massive rejection. So 148, watch out to the upside, that's going to be a resistance to watch, and above 148 AMD can clear that, then watch out, this thing can go up all the way up to 154.32, and that is it for now, because I don't think AMD going back up to 158 anytime soon. So Netflix staying flat on the day, and if you look at my screen, it was trying to go up to this 5-day moving average right here, 557 to 558, got up to 560, and another rejection came back and now holding 550 as a support, and as a matter of fact came down to 544 today. So now Netflix here, guys, until this thing breaks and holds 564, clear path right here on Netflix down to 528, and now lower Bollinger Band pointing down to also down here. So this thing can come down to 528 and then 506 all the way down to this gap 498.96. If Netflix can clear right here 558, then watch out for a move up to 564, and only if this thing can hold right here 564, then there will be more upside up to 575 to 588. On Nvidia, stock is down 3.89%. So Nvidia was the stock that actually took down this market this morning, and then J. Powell came out, everything went back up, and then everything came back. I mean, Nvidia going back up to 860 and then coming back down. So this thing was all over the place. And Nvidia can do that all the time. Not only filling this gap, now we got a gap on top at 863. So which is kind of insane, where Nvidia stock got up to 860, and I actually played a small, tiny position on Nvidia today. It was underwater just after buying. And guess what? J. Paul came out, and that position came out from underwater, and it was green, which is kind of insane how Nvidia moves, because where I got in, this thing went up another 20 bucks. But when I got in, this thing came down $10. So it was actually down, and then suddenly, it was up. So I sold my position for profit, and then this thing came back all the way down to 830. Now, there is nothing here, no support. Next big support will be at 800, 779 to 780, 745, and then this gap, 688. Now, Nvidia stays under right here, 840. Then watch out, 800 definitely possible on Nvidia, and then possibly down to even lower Bollinger Band, 779. To the upside, 840 breaks, then watch out for a move up to right here, 856, and then 863 to close this gap on top. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section.